we've created income of about $7,500 to $8,000 a month in just 5 months. And it's like, how did you do that? And we were able to buy a really nice home, and people want to know how you did it. So I'm like, okay, let's tell them.
Welcome to Live, Let Thrive, a podcast about the Airbnb life, the share economy, and everything in between. Here are your hosts, Myka and Steve.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome back to another.
Oh, we got another hello. And
Hello.
We're just diving right into it real quick. This is Live, Let. Our guest kind of threw us off a little bit. I forgot to tell them we do our little introduction, but that's fine. It's cool. So hello, welcome back to another exciting episode
of Live,
Let Thrive. All right, now y'all can chime in.
Oh yeah, we have two guests today.
Two guests.
Kem and Anne.
Kem and
Hello.
Anne. Hello.
They are.
Hi. Hey.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're doing good.
And they are Airbnb hosts out of where?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Go Hoosiers.
Cold.
Yes, we're Hoosiers now. No city up here.
All right, which one's Kim? Say hi.
Hi, I'm Kim.
Okay. And now Anne?
Hi, I'm Anne.
Oh, okay. Now I got you.
Gotcha. So let's go right into it, because I met you guys pretty much on I think, one of those professional hosting groups on Facebook.
Real quick, episode
37.
All right.
Oh, so just diving right into it. What got you two started into Airbnb?
Well, I had a friend named Richard that had talked to me and said he was doing Airbnb about 3 years ago. And then Kem Anne and I ran into him again about a year ago once I had kind of pitched it to Kem Anne, and she did some research, and so we decided we were going to try it. So then we found out another friend of ours, Randy, was doing it as well. So between knowing two people that we could talk to and see how well they had been doing, we decided to give it a try with one side of our duplex. That was in May.
Wow. Okay, so how long have you guys been doing it?
Since May, we got started trying to get the house ready. I think in February our tenants had moved out. We started painting, getting furniture. Family and friends gave us a lot of furniture, and just taking things from my own place. And Kem Anne did a great job decorating everything. We did some landscaping, and we got our first visit for Mother's Day. Yeah, Mother's Day.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Things have changed rapidly since then.
So are you guys
trying to do what we're doing now?
So did you guys do all the renovations yourself, subcontract people, or?
Decoration-wise, Kem Anne did all of it herself until the last unit. Yeah. So basically, we tried to do as much as we could on our own. I call Anne Handy Anne, because she's like really, really handy. So the first part of the townhome, we had to paint. So it was about 1,100 square feet, and the whole thing needed to be painted. So, and that means plasticking everything and painting. So Anne did that, and that saved us money, so that we didn't have to put that money out. The other thing was, just so happened one of her cousins was moving, and he bought this beautiful home, and he's like, hey, I have bachelor furniture. Would you like it? And we're like, sure. I thought she was crazy. Yeah. And I was like, no, this will work. And then from there, we had a lot of family that came in and just helped us, did some little things, just touch-ups and hauling furniture, that sort of thing. And then I found a really cool place here, Audrey's Place. A lot of people in Indianapolis know them. They're a consignment shop, and they also sell antiques. Well,
nice.
They became my number one place to go. So we use, them for our bedding, for, all of the furniture that's in our Airbnbs. And just so happened, Audrey's Place had they just went out and an Embassy Suite called them in and told them to come and get all the furniture from Embassy Suite. So you can imagine it was already hotel furniture, right?
Oh, that's awesome.
So we were like, so he called me, he's like, guess what? I got all the pictures from all the suites. I have all the beds. I have everything hotel. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm on my way. So needless to say, I got like the desk that goes into the hotels. Because with Airbnb, we wanted to be business ready. And also they had really cute lamps that were nice, but then they had where you can plug your phones in. So we thought that would be a nice touch for our Airbnb. So we lucked up with that because they really did a good job with them having to go and take everything from the hotel.
Yeah, so for the first house, we did everything ourselves. I had a friend help me with the bathroom, but there was really not much renovation that had to be done. It was all decoration on the first duplex.
So when did y'all purchase that again, the first duplex?
The duplex was purchased in 2013, and it was just utilized as an investment property, simply renting it out. We were getting about $750 a month for a unit.
$750 each?
Yes.
Okay.
Living in one side and renting out the other side for $750 a month.
House hacking.
And then a friend of y'all's told y'all about Airbnb, saying you can make, what, double that?
Yeah, I don't recall exactly how much Richard was saying, but I did know, he's charging about $100 a month. We thought, well, heck, even if I'm just booked 50% of the time, that's $1,500 a month. So just kind of did the math that way and thought, surely I'll make more than $750.
Yeah.
So we just figured we'd try it and make it so that people could not book more than 3 months out, so we were pretty reserved about it and kind of timid. And
so initially when we went and met Richard, or when we ran into him, we were out at a bar. So needless to say, I pulled him away from his whole night, and we had an Airbnb moment.
Oh, yeah.
I was picking his brain the whole time. I'm like, can we go talk where it's quiet, please? And I was so excited. I was like, oh, my God. And so he really was. So what got me with him is he lived down, like in the downtown area. And I'm like, okay. He told me, he says, we've Airbnb'd ourselves out of a home.
yeah.
I was like, oh, how's that? He's like, well, I just purchased like 5,000 square foot home with, all of this property, and it's because of Airbnb.
Yeah.
And he is a stylist. So I'm like, okay, so how you do all that on a stylist, salary. I don't know what type of stylist he was, but I didn't know that he made so much to be able to do all that.
And that conversation was really important because that's when Kem Anne really got on board about trying this Airbnb thing. I think before then, she was just kind of humoring me,
Yeah, because Anne was like, let's start with Airbnb. And I'm like, well, I don't know if this is going to work. So
she kept looking for renters.
Yes, I was on Go Section 8. I was looking off of Go 8. I put an ad on Go Section 8. I was like, no, we'll just get it rented out. It's government money, sure to come. And at least with the Section 8, it was $1,200 a month. So then Richard told me he was renting for $129 per stay. And I'm like, oh, my God, okay, this, and I'm
now
like,
you did the math real quick.
I
get all more money.
I did the math, and I'm like, well, what if I try $149, right? Because I'm offering a little bit more than him. He only had 2 bedrooms. And he started out with just the people going and renting a room from him. And then he Airbnb himself out of a home. And then they bought a new home. So I'm like,
he was about 75% occupied when he started, when I ran into him. And then when we ran into him again a few years later, he was like 99% occupied.
Jeez.
So it just really made us excited to really try this. And it really put both of us on the same page.
Okay. So you guys are currently house hacking a duplex still, right?
We're currently what?
House hacking a duplex, like living in one side and letting Airbnb pay all your bills?
No, that's what I said. Our situation has changed a lot.
fast forward to the second side.
Once we were doing so well on that side, we decided to do the second side of our duplex, and we moved across the street to a house I had acquired about a year earlier. and was just finishing up construction on that house just to rent it out normal. But in the time where we were finishing that up, once again, it was going so well, and people kept wanting to stay downtown that we decided it's time to look for a house. So we had Airbnb'd ourselves out of a place to stay 2 or 3 weekends. We stayed with friends one weekend, stayed with our parents a weekend. I think we even stayed in a hotel one weekend. So all because downtown Indianapolis, we got conventions, people have weddings, and there's just such a high demand for people to stay downtown Indy.
Was that during the
And
Super
then
Bowl?
we
no?
live in a house now that's about 20 minutes from downtown Indianapolis.
Was that
Yeah,
during?
so go ahead.
I was going to ask if it was during the Super Bowl when that was.
Super Bowl? No, we didn't get it ready in time for. Or what? When was Super Bowl? Yeah, Super Bowl. We were up and running in 206, 208.
Super Bowl, that was years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, never mind. I'm getting the head shake
Yeah,
from
but it,
Myka over here. He's a sports fanatic.
Oh, okay. We do get, well, Myka, we do get a lot of people for Colts games.
Oh,
and Indy 500.
Well, he's a sports and that,
Yeah.
that, and Pacer games and things like that. So Lucas Oil Stadium and the Bankers Life Fieldhouse.
So-
like just over a mile away.
so
Wow.
your city, you guys technically don't really have a down season then, right?
We have been a bit slow. Seems like January is becoming our slowest month, and December slowed down.
Really? Yeah. January is actually my slow month too. Everyone said December
really?
slows down. Mine picked up. That's weird.
I'm killing it in January. Oh, sorry.
We didn't learn from you. What you doing?
420 friendly. I'm just kidding.
Steve doesn't vet his guests.
Okay.
He let everyone stay.
I didn't intentionally mean to be 420 friendly. Just I went to the house the other day to clean it up, and it was smelling. I had to air it out a bit,
Yeah.
So how many Airbnbs right now do you guys currently run?
5.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
And they all
yeah,
yours?
we have 4 units and an addition that they can put on. So she literally has 5 going right now.
So okay, with those 5, you guys started in May, right?
Yes.
And you've already moved up to 5 units. Okay, so
Yes.
tell us about each of these units. Like, so you have a duplex, right? So that's 2 units.
Yeah, that's 1, 2.
And then what are the other 3?
So that duplex has, on one side, it has 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. It has a living room, and that one sleeps 10. And then on the other side, that other one is a 3-bedroom as well, and it sleeps 9. And then across the street,
It's a single-family home, so it can split into half. So we have a front half to that single-family home and a back half to that single-family home. And so that's 3, 4. And the 5th unit is the attic space above. So there's a door there that locks, and if they want to rent out and sleep 8 additional people, they can do that.
So
So that's the
particular
5 units.
and that particular home can sleep up to 30, the whole house.
Yeah, the whole house across the street.
So my
So we call that a little party house.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask. I
Yeah.
mean, did y'all feel comfortable
Yeah,
putting
Yana
that
kills
out there? That it could be a potential party house. Did y'all feel
Yeah.
comfortable with that?
Yeah, it has been. It has been. We had FFA. We had how many students come for FFA?
So Future Farmers of America came, and we had 25 students. The school hosted directly with us,
And then
through
we had,
Airbnb.
and then there was a music convention in town, and we had a college. There are
Sam-
students.
Sam Houston University, and it was
They did the whole house.
Texas.
So, yeah, it was their percussion convention. So we had a whole host of band people there
And they
with
party.
drums.
They party.
Yeah, they did. They did pretty good. We've had really good luck with our folks. Have you guys had pretty good luck with your people? Or?
Aside from the pot smell, and I did have a wild party,
wow.
and they made a pretty good mess of the place. That's why I was wondering if it was like if y'all were comfortable with putting that vibe out there. Hey, y'all come party here. You can fit 30 people in this place.
Even though we can sleep that many, most of our guests have still been around 5 or 6. We have had a couple parties come in, and we've had to clean up these things, but it really hasn't been an issue so so much. So at first I was kind of concerned about it, but it's proven to work just fine. Anytime there were issues, people taking care of it.
And do you charge,
Yeah, and I think
knowing that, do you charge a higher cleaning fee?
no, we don't. If something's wrong, we just address it with them individually. So, for example, there was a window broken, and we just, before we gave him a review, we just make sure we got it fixed. And he said, "Hey, I'll cover the price." And he explained why it happened. So we got it fixed, and we charged. He paid it. We give him a good review. I mean, things do happen, but so far so good. Yeah.
What is your cleaning fee with like a space for 30?
Well, we include it all in the price, so I don't add it as separate fees because my take on it is I price like how I like to shop. I want to know upfront what it is, so everything's kind of included. So on our smaller units, if there's 8 to 10 people, then it's basically $149 to $199 a night, depending if it's a weekend day or a weekday.
Okay.
And then on the bigger units that sleep 20 plus, well, those are $299 a night. And then if you want to do an add-on, you know, where you could have like an extra bathroom or whatever, which would be that 5th unit, that's in $119 a night. So I try to keep the price like that, and I have a cleaning crew, and basically how it works out is $50 per cleaning. So we make the average of like $100 a night, and in some cases we make an average of $150 a night. Now, then we have big events. So like the big events, we have with Gen Con comes here, and I get $500 a night. And then on my bigger units, I can get up to $999 a night.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So with all those units, like, did you work your way up to that price, and what did you start your price out at?
Our price started out, we tried. I was like, Kenyana, put it down for $199 a night. You know, we got a big place for downtown Indy, but we weren't getting bookings. So we started out, we had to end up going, I think, to about $129 until we actually started getting a few bookings.
And then we went up to $149.
Once we had someone book, stay, and review, then we started getting more and more bookings, and we've been able to pretty much stay at $149 or above per night. We do use the smart pricing feature most of the time. But here, like I said, December, January, we have just below that. But we just upped our minimum night to try to keep our funds the same.
Right. So Anne turned me on to this, which is great. Like the $119 a night or whatever it could be. If we want to average out the $100 a night, we would just do up the minimum night. So a lot of times we can do 3-night minimums, and that's been working, and we'll lower the price. But it comes out to the same as if we had done 2 nights, if that makes sense.
Okay. So you said you use smart pricing. Do you use Airbnb smart pricing or a third-party pricing tool?
Airbnb smart pricing.
Huh.
That's worked for you?
Kenyana basically runs the app, and she watches it very close. But, yeah, it's helped her know when to raise it more than once. But Kenyana and I, we keep a pretty good watch on the events, and we take care of that ourselves. But, yeah, we set our minimum price and let smart pricing do its thing.
Wow.
And because we're kind of new to it, we wanted to do that for the first year. I said, let's kind of set our price for the first year and just see how it goes, and we can review later.
Okay. So I it sounds like smart pricing's been updated because it used to not have like a minimum number on it, but I guess it sounds like it has it now.
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, so you can put your minimum that you're willing to accept, and then smart pricing will go ahead and it'll either adjust it up or the same, but they'll never adjust it below what you put.
Does it give you like that ugly red number, like this is priced too high when you try that sometimes, or?
Oh yes,
yes,
it does. But at that point, I just start using my head instead of technology, and I just keep on with whatever the trend is.
Kenyana ain't losing no money. That's not gonna happen. That's not reality in our world.
Hey,
So I say all of this to say that I am happy because what this has done for us is it afforded us. We literally did, like Richard, an Airbnb ourselves out of a home. So we actually purchased a 5,000 square foot home, really nice home.
Oh, wow.
Because Airbnb afforded us to be able to do that. And, you know,
I haven't had to go back to my engineering job because of it as well. So I was a senior process engineer at a distribution company. And I haven't had to go back to that job because of this.
Wow,
and we
that's
bought
awesome.
a house.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
and all of that in five months.
Are you
Go ahead.
are you going to Airbnb out your new house?
Girl, yes, she talked about it. She was like, "Oh, you know what? Airbnb out the basement. We got a bathroom over here." I'm telling you, man, I had to stop her. I was like, "No,
like, have you considered?
I'm mad."
Look, when we were doing the home tour to see the home, like little did Ann know, she was outside because we have a lake, so she was like really enjoying this lake and looking all over the lake and oh how beautiful and nice, and this is so serene. And I'm downstairs looking in the basement like we can put 2 beds here. A separate entrance.
They already got a lock to the basement and a separate entrance, so it really is set up. So the answer is yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, go ahead and Airbnb it out, live for free.
Oh my God, yeah, right,
And
exactly.
to try to get her onto the idea of it, I invited.
Oh, good God.
So, you know, Airbnb people, for some reason, we became celebrities in this Airbnb. They all want to meet us.
Kem and Anne.
Kem and Anne. So sometimes, you know, we can't meet our guests. So we had a whole bunch of guests that came from Mexico. They came here for a convention.
Safety convention.
Right. So it was maybe about 16 of them there?
Yeah, I think 16 of them ended up coming to our house because we weren't able to go down there. And we had cervezas, and we danced, and sang. I played my ukulele for them.
Nice.
They came to our house because they wanted to cook for us and, you know, entertain us. And they rented out 2 of our Airbnbs, you know, so they were here, had a big band. So I told them, just come on up. So
I didn't know that was her way of trying to manipulate me into Airbnb in our house. Now I hear the truth from you guys.
All right, send me some info on how to invest in Indianapolis, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for real.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, it's a hot spot. A lot of investors are buying here.
Hey, y'all can run it for us too, right?
California, Miami. Huh?
Y'all can run it for us too, right?
Oh my God! No, I don't think so.
I mean, for a fee, of course.
I had to
For
stop
a fee.
Kenyatta there. I said, "Girl, if it ain't our house, we ain't doing it."
Oh,
We
okay.
actually have 5 investors come through our Airbnbs to tour them because they really want to start. So they have actually one of them that is going to start his own Airbnb, and he's going to have his son run it and stuff like that. But I have 2 real estate agents and also another person that does investments here. And so basically I can definitely send you their information.
Awesome. So you're not interested at all in running other people's Airbnbs for a fee, are you?
We were, and we talked about that. And what I told Kenyatta is that, you know, when you think about time for money, it's a lot of our time. And if it's not in advancing us acquiring properties, I'm not interested in it. If we get to the point where we just need extra money, that's great. But we've both had jobs in our life, and I feel like if I'm just hosting for somebody, that's a job.
Amen.
So
Amen.
we're willing to help people get up and go. So like we've helped a friend named Denise. You know, we were supposed to walk through her house yesterday, but it was so cold. It was negative 11 degrees yesterday, so we didn't go. Yeah. And we have another friend, Ed. We went to his house, and, you know, we given him advice. So we're more than welcome to help. But as far as us just kind of trying to make money for somebody else and getting paid a little something, that's a job. And I'm more in the residual and at least making sure I'm acquiring a property while I'm doing it.
Oh, so how are you managing all your Airbnbs? Have you outsourced everything?
Do we have what? Outsourced anything? Not yet. Kenyatta does everything. I'm handy Ann. I fix things, but Kenyatta runs the app. She talks to the guests. She handles the cleaning crew. She does everything.
Wow.
So she told me she thinks she can handle like 50 of them before she need help. That's what she said.
Dang.
Yeah. If you check it
Yeah, I'm
out,
a superwoman. Y'all don't know.
if you ever want to do that, get into charging people 20% and just outsource all the work and just take your 20% cut. People getting rich off doing that.
Yeah, she thought about it more than once, but I know how Kem Anne is. She gonna do all that work, and she ain't gonna be happy with just 20%.
Outsource the work.
There you go.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I see what you're saying. Instead of greeting them and stuff. Well, gentlemen, what we're finding is our reviews, a lot of them come when we greet our guests. It's Kem and Anne. And when we've tried to just kind of log box it and they show up and they just get the code and they get in, we found that, we've had a couple of reviews that we weren't happy with. And both of those reviews happened and we didn't greet those people. We didn't call them. We didn't greet them. We just kind of let them do their thing. So we're kind of shy about outsourcing.
Like they left bad reviews because you didn't greet?
That one gave us a 3, and she said we were great. She had nothing bad to say, and she gave us a 3.
Don't you hate those reviews? The ones that say they were great hosts, 3-star review.
Oh my! Man. Yes, I couldn't believe it, man. I was so hot. I won't say the curse words that I was saying then. But oh my God! Oh my God! Our neighbors were even mad.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was going to ask about. How are your neighbors taking this, that your Airbnb so much?
Very supportive.
Very supportive. I moved in that neighborhood in 2013, and it was because of my neighbors that I lived in that duplex, because it's an up-and-coming area, but I'm a country girl. I'm not used to city life, so I was kind of nervous, but my neighbors across the street were just so cool, and they would tell me what was going on, and I thought, I can live in this. They made me comfortable to live there. So getting to know them, and then I started knowing all the other neighbors, and they have been so supportive of me just all around. And then when I told them about Airbnb, they've helped. They've helped with landscaping. They've helped with painting. They've helped move stuff. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're still talking. Go ahead.
Well, one of our neighbors let our tenants, actually the same group that came from Mexico, they let them borrow their grill. Everyone has been extremely supportive, and they liked what we've done with the neighborhood, because our little block, our little 2-3 properties here, because we've just really made them look a lot better, So when we've had issues late at night, we've been able to call our neighbors, and they'll check in on our, they'll flip a breaker for us and things like that. So they've been extremely supportive.
Wow, that's very fortunate, very lucky.
The problem I've had is I'm always wanting to kind of give them money, and some people get offended if you're always trying to give them money when they do something. They just really are proud and happy to help us.
You can give us money. We're cool with it.
I ain't too proud to beg.
Are you offended, Myka?
Not at all. So, have you ever considered corporate rentals?
We have. We never thought. We've never called and really gotten into it, right, Kim? We've talked about that when we first started, and then when we started in May, we just started getting booked so quickly that we never pursued that.
They're banking, dude.
But corporate
no point.
Yeah, but it would have been nice. I guess that's something we could have thought about this month in January and February, since we're kind of slow. Mm-hmm. You guys do corporate rental? Like, how do you get into it?
Yeah, I do it. I'm actually doing it in all 3 of my rooms right now. Pretty much, you just list your place on like a corporate housing by owner or furnished finder, or join like a Facebook group called like the Gypsy Travel Nurse, and you can just target different corporate people that are coming to your town. Most of them stay for 3 to 6 months, and they're willing to pay the Airbnb price, just for a furnished place. And then it's less work on you. You ain't got to answer requests and all that.
Right.
I'm to the point now. I'm pretty much my personal properties, I only do Airbnb like if I have a time frame when it's empty. Other than that, I purposely try to corporate rent them.
Did you catch those sites, you said?
Yeah.
Do I?
And I saw them online, actually. One thing that we're dipping into now is Expedia and Booking.com, because I was on the Airbnb forum, because I belong to a lot of them, and one lady turned me on to Booking.com. So we just actually got our contract from Expedia and our contract from Booking.com.
But it is more money that they take out.
They take out 20%, but you get more exposure. So
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
Let me give you my
Huh?
let me give you my perspective on Booking.com. Now, Booking.com
Yeah.
is good and bad. Okay, the bad thing about Booking.com is you can't turn off Instant Book, but you can reject people without a penalty. So, like last night,
okay.
but the thing is, when they book through Booking.com, they automatically have your address. Like, I had a dude show up to my house last night who booked through Booking.com that night and expected to stay at my house. And I was like, no. Because whenever people book through Booking.com, I send them through my Airbnb. But I found a more efficient way to make money off Booking.com. Booking.com, you can actually make more money off them than all the other platforms because you can send them straight to your PayPal. And if you send them straight to your PayPal, you're cutting out the middleman. But, of course, you don't have insurance like Airbnb.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of has its good and bad to it. Like the instant book thing, that's kind of bad. But you can always reject them, or you can always send them somewhere else to finish the booking. That's what I usually do. But I am going to start selling rooms through PayPal because I already have short-term rental insurance. And you can... go ahead.
I was going to ask you how you deal with Booking.com when they don't have insurance, but you have short-term renters insurance?
Yeah, I just got it through my regular homeowner's insurance.
Yeah, so that's what we got.
Well, I talked to Nationwide about it, and they didn't have anything, so we just got to get a different type.
Now, Expedia, I don't... Go ahead.
Nationwide added a rider to the policy, so it covered up to $2 million aggregate. So...
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we were able to add something to the policy so that if there's a renter, it's covered, up to $2 million.
Oh, wow. That's nice. See, that's good. See, yeah, so...
Right. Yeah, we added riders. Remember?
That's right. We did add that. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, don't listen to me.
Yeah.
So that's good you have that. Now, Expedia...
That was part of why I was able to accept the contract on Expedia, because we called Heather, or whatever her name is, Holly first, from Nationwide, and got that approval.
Okay.
So yeah, you want to be covered though, because you never know.
So the corporate rentals. So are they longer term or?
I mean, they're usually, because corporate people usually work in contract. So most of the time, they could be 3 to 12 months.
Oh wow!
And you have to realize in that 3 to 12 months, you're making that Airbnb money. It's just you ain't doing no work. It's kind of like having a long-term person in there.
Amazing.
But what would Kim do with all that spare time?
Vacation.
Open up more. Now, she might do that 20% thing. Now
maybe I could do the 20% thing.
I already knew where your mind was going. I already knew where your mind was going.
You know what I want? Let me tell you what I want, guys.
Money.
No.
Money.
Oh my God, are you serious right now? Okay, you want to know what I want? I didn't realize that I love the hospitality business.
I'm sorry.
I didn't realize that I love the hospitality business until Airbnb, and I'm so glad because they helped me to unleash my passion. So that said, yeah, I want a hotel.
She ain't
I
playing,
want a
y'all.
little mini hotel. That's what I've been around here in Indianapolis.
Looking for a hotel.
I've been trying to get in touch with people with these abandoned buildings that look like
she want a hotel so we can Airbnb out the hotel, y'all.
Yes, so I don't need that many units. I only want like maybe a 20-unit hotel. Like a little bed and breakfast, but small.
Okay. Now, this is my thing about the hotel thing. Since you guys started Airbnb in May, have you guys got caught up on like all the tax laws on Airbnb?
No, not yet.
Okay.
We're going into it now.
Okay, because I was going to say, the thing about running a hotel is, and that's why I was kind of looking at apartments the other day. I'm like, why don't apartment people just Airbnb out their rooms, but then I thought about it. They don't want to be a hotel. So what they do is they find little people like me and you, for example, and they know we know how to run Airbnbs. You run the Airbnb, and you just give us $200 more a month. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So then they can keep that hotel tax out of their business. So you kind of realize being a hotel, it has its downfalls as well.
Right.
But if you furnished all of them and turned it into a corporate rental, you don't have to pay hotel taxes.
Right.
Amen.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I just want,
Corporate rentals, that's something we really need to look at.
Absolutely. Thank you. See?
Nuggets.
This works. Podcast works.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, we always give out information.
Absolutely.
What would y'all call y'all's hotel?
No, see,
What do we call the hotel?
because I want my hotel to be close to like downtown Indianapolis, so it would just be called like Downtown Indy Guest Home.
Oh.
Isn't that cute?
That's boring.
Right. It need to be like Kem and Anne Fabulous or something.
No, I like that. Downtown Indy Guest Home.
The Kem Anne or
Show
something.
enough, it's going to be called Show Enough Hotels.
Okay. Do y'all hear any grumblings in Indianapolis about people not wanting Airbnb there?
Oh, yes, in Carmel.
Carmel's it's a city that's a little north of us, and they've recently become their own city. Or was that Fishers? But Carmel is the only area that I've really heard on the news that doesn't like the Airbnb.
The homeowners are so against it.
Okay.
Get Airbnb out. They almost have the picket signs out.
But that was really just Carmel, gentlemen. As far as where we're at, downtown Indianapolis, I mean, we go to the homeowners association meetings. We haven't had any issues. I haven't heard any grumbling.
Okay.
And we really try to make sure our neighbors have our phone numbers. Like, we want to make sure we're being good to our customers, but we're being good to our neighborhood as well to keep that from happening as much as possible.
Okay.
And
So
the good news about Indianapolis is Carmel is north, and everybody wants to stay downtown when they come here because, that's where everything's at. So it's not like, I don't know why they're complaining, because it's not like it's not that people won't want to stay in Carmel, but not really. So I don't even know why
we don't understand the gripe, I guess.
we don't understand it, because it's not like people are trying to go there anyway, because you're too far away.
People go there.
They just hating. That's it. They just hating.
It's good to live. It's good to live. It's a real ritzy place. It's really nice. It's nice homes and great to live. But if you're coming to Indianapolis for a weekend or for a week, I don't want to be in Carmel and have to hike 30 minutes just to get to the nearest restaurant and bar. No, I want to be downtown at Kem and Anne's place.
Kem and Anne's place. Is that the name of your Airbnbs?
No, it's called Indy on Summit.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to get the links from you guys. So pretty much that was kind of going to go into what you guys do, because you guys said you guys go live, show things about your Airbnbs. How is that coming? Like, are you guys a TV show? Where do you guys plan on taking, like, what you guys do?
Well, we met with like a producer the other day that's going to help us edit our videos. What the original reason why we decided to do that is because we want people to have the Kem and Anne experience when they visit us. So the original reason for contacting him was so we can have a good video, so when the people come, we don't have to be there. We can actually send them a link, and it gives them the whole tour of the home, just as if we were there. So that's part of why we wanted that, and it kind of just grew into, well, why not help people see what you're doing? When we had the 5 investors come through our home, and, they want to know how we do this, we get so many inquiries of what do you guys do, because we've created income of about $7,500 to $8,000 a month in just 5 months. And it's like, how did you do that? And we were able to buy a really nice home, and people want to know how you did it. So I'm like, okay, let's tell them. And the best platform, I feel, to tell people and reach everyone is through social media. So that is one reason why we are trying to, connect in that way.
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
we just found a lot of people were asking for help, and we thought that would be something simple to do.
So what all social media are y'all real big on?
I'm Facebook, pretty much. You know, like they say, Instagram for the young people. We old.
Well, you got to get Instagram too,
yeah,
then.
you got to be on the IG.
I have an Instagram. I'm going to do the one where they connect the Instagram to the Facebook, and so when I post on one, it posts on all of them.
I don't even know what Instagram is. I'm still on a Telegram.
Anne doesn't like social media at all.
Well, I like you guys.
She like podcasts and stuff like that, but to be live and all that.
Yeah, I don't.
She's not with that.
I'm not really on social media a lot. When I
remember when you
put
get your
some
show up
video
to promote Live Let Thrive.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Dang, so you guys have a TV show coming? That's pretty cool. Okay. So are you usually going to put are you trying to make it a Facebook TV show or YouTube, or what medium are you mainly focusing on?
It's gonna be Facebook and YouTube. Those are the two platforms I want to use.
Okay, you may have to send us your editor or producer, because that's one thing we're looking into do, because we're going to start live recording our videos instead of just putting up a picture. So yeah.
And you know what? You know it's so funny how we
recording the podcast.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Okay, is that what he's saying? It was gonna.
How we found ours is through Airbnb. How good is that? So basically, we had a producer to contact us to use our Airbnb as a stage for a movie that he's producing.
Really?
Yeah, that's how the relationship began. It didn't even begin like
So
that.
money's not exchanging hands for this. He's going to use our properties when he needs to do some filming, and he's going to help us with some videos.
Wow. And you guys said a lot of people come to you guys and ask for help. Because I know one of you said, yes, you're always into making some money. Have you thought about just charging all those people?
Yeah, we have. It really goes back into what people are willing to pay and how much our time is worth. And it's like I told Kem Anne, when her and I put our minds together, I don't feel like 20% is enough. Like, I feel like we can make more money doing things with the properties we have or accumulating another property ourselves. So we're willing to help people, but I think the easier way. Go ahead.
Let's say someone just said, "Hey, if you set up my Airbnb for me, I'll give you $1,500 and 20% of whatever I make." Would you do it?
We would set it up and take the $1,500.
It's people. See, that's what I'm saying. There's people that'll do that.
Yes, and that we would do, and we've offered that. No one's taken us up on that yet, but we've had people ask us to run their Airbnb. We've had 3 people now approach us about that, and that's all occurred in the last 3 months or so that people approach us.
Hey, if you start turning down those 20% deals, send them our way. We'll manage it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Manage it.
We have a guy that really wants you to be able to just pay him something per month and run his Airbnb.
Just 20%.
That's it.
Yeah, just 20%. I'll take it.
Okay.
You know they have a company out there called Evolve.
Yeah.
Did y'all know about Evolve?
Yeah. All I'm going to do is manage it and pay Evolve to do it and just take my 20% off the top.
There you go. But
Evolve,
what he's saying is he's silly. We need to do that.
But Evolve charges 10%.
So let me ask you this. How does that affect your hosting rating at all, or does it?
If I put them under my name?
Yeah.
If I put them under my name, I'm charging 30%.
Okay, so you can do it for 20% and it's not under your profile?
Yeah.
Oh, you knew that?
Just as a co-host.
Yeah, you did.
Hold on, let him talk. What'd you say?
As a co-host, yeah.
As a co-host, and it won't affect your rating.
No, that doesn't affect you. But what I do is, okay, I would be like, hey, if you want me to Airbnb your whole property, you want me to run everything, I'll charge you 30%. But like, if you just want me to set it up and do whatever, yeah, I'll take 20%. But if it's under my name, it's 30%.
Right. because Kem Anne was telling me to be able to make it not affect you, you have to set up an entire different account.
No.
Yes.
As a co-host?
Yeah, so that way you're going to be, let's say the guests show up and the place is a hot mess and they give you a 1 rating. I'm like, I don't want that stuff affecting my co-hosting and affecting my superhost status.
Oh, now you're co-hosting. Yeah, that could be.
Isn't that how you do it if you're helping someone run it?
Yeah, you're going to be as a co-host. Unless, of course, you put it under your name and you charge them 30%. Then it's under you.
Okay. I thought maybe you knew something you didn't.
So basically, I spoke to Airbnb, and what they told me is, because I was thinking about helping my little cousin co-host hers, but I didn't want to lose my status. So they told me if she gets a 1, that goes into my bucket.
It does?
That, yes, as a co-host, and it can affect my superhost status. So you really got to be careful who you co-host. So the suggestion was given to me by Airbnb to open a separate account and then just co-host through that account.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So just so I spoke to 2 different people because I called back. I'm one of those. I get the same answer because I really wanted to help my little cousin, but and we've actually helped a lot of people get into Airbnb.
Yeah.
I have friends in Miami. They're now doing Airbnb. They came here, visited, saw what we were doing. And they went back.
We have Shonda. We have Penelope.
Denise, Shonda, Penelope, Marietta tried it.
Yeah.
So different people have been trying it, and now we have Shelly supposed to be going to do it. So
wow,
she just bought a duplex. So we've helped like 5 months, 5 months, 5 people.
Right.
Dang, spreading the gospel.
Yeah.
For real.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I feel like I had done network marketing. I was one of those people back in the day, and you have to get people into the business and try to build people under you to get paid. But Airbnb, I'm so passionate about it. I talk to everybody about it, and they don't make me any money. I don't care. It's a way, if it's for you and you're willing to do the work, you can make a lot of money, But it's not for everyone, and not everybody's situation can do it. But I tell everybody about it.
Wow, my wife should have been on this one. That's what she does. Goes around and tells everybody about it. Yeah. So
tell everybody.
So, for your future goals, how many Airbnbs are you looking to acquire?
I would say right now we're going to go to Miami because we have a house down there. We're going to Airbnb that out. I think after that, we're really looking to optimize those properties and then really look at acquiring maybe something that's a little more stable. And I think we're really going to look at a bigger complex, like a hotel or more of a multi-family situation. Because that was initially, before we even knew about Airbnb, Kem Anne and I talked about retiring, and we both have real estate dreams as far as, we'd love to have a 20-unit, maybe a 50-unit apartment complex, maybe it's a hotel. But we'd really like to have something like that that's, in our older years, it's not the whole let's hosting Kem and Anne type thing.
Right.
I really think that'll be our next step. We don't look to grow. Go ahead.
Are you guys on Bigger Pockets?
I have never heard of Finger Pocket. What's that?
Oh, no, Bigger Pockets.
Yeah, Bigger Pockets.
Bigger Pocket.
Yeah.
No, I ain't heard of that.
Oh, like anything real estate, like you might be able to find a however many unit complex on Bigger Pockets. Like it's anything real estate, anybody, like a lot of people that do Airbnbs, like a lot of the Airbnb gurus are on there. Like, yeah, anything with real estate, they're on there.
Oh, wow.
So Bigger Pocket. People.
Yeah, definitely write that down.
Bigger Pocket. I did it, and I told it to my live crowd here on Facebook. I feel so sophisticated with my Facebook Live,
Hey, are we on your Facebook Live?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on Facebook Live right now?
Yeah. We live, man.
Can they hear us?
Can they hear us?
Hey, can you guys hear these folks on the phone?
These folks.
I don't even think they really watching. I think they just kind of acting like they watching.
Remember to tag Live, Let, Thrive in that. Yeah. We'll get some of your
definitely,
viewers.
I will.
Live, Let, Thrive. There you go.
Yeah, I'll send you links to our pages. I think I did already. I might have. But
so Ed Anne gave up her network marketing. They both start with A. She gave up the Amway for Airbnb.
I did Amway when they were called something else. They said, no, we're not Amway. No, we're not Amway. About 9 months later, like, yeah, we're Amway. I forget what they were calling it at the time,
they bring you into those meetings and they don't tell you Amway until you're already there, getting beat down, trying to get that credit card out, right? Then they say, oh, by the way, we're Amway.
Right. So I learned a lot. I like network marketing as far as it
There's
helped
big
me
money
think
in it.
different,
Big
but
money.
It ain't for me.
Yeah.
I'm not the one, though.
We should start our own little...
Maybe we can network market these Airbnb.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's a great idea.
Yeah, to be honest, said that early on.
Yep. I like your idea with getting Evolve involved, but they charge 10%, so you're going to charge the customer 30%?
Or charge them or just charge them 20%. Let Evolve run it all, and you're just making 10% sitting on your behind.
Oh,
amen.
I like that idea.
Yeah, see, I always trying to look for ways to scale to a point where I can make money off of somebody else doing the work.
Exactly.
We talked about it, but we wanted the same goal, but we didn't come to that solution. It always involved us doing work.
Oh, yeah. See,
yeah.
Listen to all our podcasts. We have especially Steve, he always throws out some ideas and we go.
And we go. $1 million ideas every day, all day.
$1 million ideas all day, every day, people. Y'all heard that? Let's rock. Steve puts it out for free, y'all. Listen to this man.
I don't put out for free. I put it out for free.
He doesn't put it out for free. He puts it out for free.
Yeah, myself. I have a book coming, too.
I apologize. Live, let, thrive. He's a gentleman, y'all.
I'm a gentleman and a scholar. Okay.
I like your, that's turning me on to something. I really like that, it Evolve. And then you take the 10% and then they do, because you got to work smarter, not harder, and getting work done through others. I like that. I'm going to start watching this.
Oh, yeah.
Watch all of them.
Yeah, you got to listen to our show. We have a bunch of good stuff.
They going to start going live, too,
though. Yeah, we got to watch.
I'm actually watching your live video now.
That's so meta. That's so meta. Let me see.
You see our Indianapolis shirt?
You see my broke glasses? Every time I get time to go get new glasses, I take a rest. Because it's like, oh, my God, I'm so tired. I know I should go get some glasses, but I'm taking a nap.
Yeah, I see the...
I'm trying to get some views on Kem and Anne live. That's why. But if I went on my own live, everybody would be tuned in. But
we just started.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get people to start getting acclimated to come to Kem and Anne live. Because if I go live on my personal, a lot of people, because I have almost, 5,000 friends on there. She's special.
She's bragging, humble brag.
The business side.
Okay, so yeah, we'll definitely be promoting you guys because it sounds like you have the same Airbnb goals as us.
Hey, so y'all are gonna start your own podcast?
I guess that's on Kem Anne.
I like to do the little live stuff. I want to talk to people. Hey.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we really have that in our agenda.
All right, cool. Because I was going to say, you kind of put some fear into us. We're like, you're going to bump us off the top, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. We like y'all. We just hang out with y'all every once in a while, huh?
Yeah,
I don't like that kind of commitment every day or every week. That's too much.
Yeah, you guys got it in the podcast world. We love your podcast, and we like to listen to you.
Every day, exactly.
Yeah, so is this in your background picture on this Kem and Anne live? Is this actually one of your properties?
That's our house. That's the house we bought because of the property.
Wow. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So I explained to Kem Anne, I said, Kem Anne, we're losing money if we don't move out. I'm like, we average $2,000 a unit. So as long as we get a mortgage less than $2,000, we're making money by moving out.
The house that...
So I really said, let's get out and get us a nice home to stay in. So that's what we did.
The house that Airbnb built.
That's
Amen.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always say my hood paid for the, what I say, hood paid for bougie.
Yeah.
I say hood paid for bougie.
All right. Who? Okay, y'all are very inspirational yourselves. You're inspiring me to do more.
Oh,
Who inspires y'all?
Oh my God! Well, honestly, this young lady sitting beside me inspires me. I'm kind of timid. Buying that duplex for $60,000 was the most scary thing I had done. It was a big deal. Kem Anne's like, "Ooh, girl, that ain't nothing." So I mean, for me, as far as entrepreneurship, Kem Anne really inspires me to want to do more and keep going. Other than that, it's been like my family, because I come from a family of farmers, and my great-grandparents bought a farm. We grew up on that farm, and it just really has been a big inspiration throughout my life. As a young person, I've always felt this need to give back and help my family. So us becoming stable and being able to share this with our family and help them, which some of Kem Anne's family has already done it. Some of my family's inquired. It means a lot.
And
So basically, family and friends.
And who inspires you, Kim?
I'm a little different, as you guys can tell.
A little bit.
I'm a little different. My inspirations actually come from the people who I surround myself with, and also the people who, in a way, kind of needs my help.
Yeah.
I get inspiration from different people. Sometimes it's people that are doing what I'm wanting to do, but a lot of times it's that underdog. I'm so inspired by the underdog or by the people that think they can't, and then you can help them or give them the tools, and then from there it kind of helps you. I guess if that makes sense. So it's not like I look at the Warren Buffetts of the world and say, "Oh, I want to be like you," or the Bill Gates and all that. All those people inspire me, but I'm really inspired by there's a lady out there. Her name's Sydney. Just when I talk to her, she inspires me, and a lot of times I'm sure she doesn't know that she does, because she has such words of wisdom. It's things that she wants to accomplish. I have one interior designer that came through. She helps me, but just to hear her story, Celeste, I get inspired by her. I get inspired by Anne.
And you just have a real drive for being independent, too.
Yeah.
Your father taught you that,
Absolutely.
Just be independent. And I would say we both have that. I mean, there's people that inspire us, but I would say just the principle of literally being financially free and having that kind of independence truly inspires us both. And that's what we had in common. And we both like to do that through real estate.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And Anne, you grew up through like the whole farming thing, right?
Yes, sir.
So you know your way around some crops. I was looking into buying some land in California. If you could help me, give me some ins and outs on how to grow this particular crop I want to grow over there.
I think it's green.
Oh, a particular. Let me tell you. You know what just came legal in California, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It's a cash crop.
Because I was about to say, this house came with a garden, and I always
we ain't growing that in our garden. It ain't legal.
I always saw what the people had prior to. I haven't saw her gardening skills, and they've been blaming it on the snow. So we have to see about that.
Okay.
So,
but I'm sure I got some friends and family that can help us figure that crop out.
Oh yeah.
Figure out a payment plan there.
A payment plan. Oh yeah, or some free product.
It won't be money. It'll be the other green stuff.
Who needs Bitcoin, right?
Oh, sorry. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're all just joking.
Actually, speaking of California going recreational, for all our listeners, remember, go get in some marijuana stock, because in 2019, marijuana stock's about to blow, because I've went and bought some already.
Oh, my God. They said the max you can buy at a time is 1 ounce?
Oh, yeah, you mean like for marijuana? I think it is, yeah, 1 ounce.
I guess you can just keep going back in the store, right?
Well,
yeah. How it works is, okay, you can have 1 ounce and then go get another ounce, but if, let's say, somebody pulls you over and you have more than 1 ounce in the car, that's when you're in trouble. Because I know that's how it works back home.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's how.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's like the open container law. If you get pulled over and the container's open. Well, you know what they call it? You know, in a bar they call them bartenders, but in the dispensary they call them bud tenders.
Yep.
Did you know that?
Bud tenders?
When I went
That's
to a
what they
dispensary,
said.
that's what they called it.
I didn't
They're
know
like,
that.
your bud tender will be with you in a minute.
You ever been to a dispensary?
Never.
Oh man, you got to go to a dispensary.
Man, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Like,
because
They have
I'm
bud-
originally from the Northwest, so when me and my wife went back home, we just like, let's just go to a dispensary, see what's going on in here, and it's like, dang, they just pull out all this marijuana in front of you, like they just, hey, there's this much, has this much THC, we got bubble gum, we got all, I'm like, dang, man, like dang, this is legal, but you know, it's the new way, you know.
well, years back I went
Let me
to.
ask you something.
Go ahead.
Have you know they sell the food too and the chocolate and stuff with it in it? Have you ever eaten so much you had to go to the emergency room?
I've never partaken.
I'm just saying, we had some friends that flew out there and they ended up in the emergency room. They told them to eat just so much, but they ate the whole bar.
Oh, yeah, those
oh.
are strong. Edibles are strong.
Okay, so let me tell you my story on edibles. So my mom, she has a card where she can get as much as she wants. So she had those little edibles. And I'm like, it helps with their pain. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, what does that do? You know, so she cut me off a little sliver. So I took it. Man, I was asleep within an hour, I was done. I was out. Like, I didn't know, like, because she takes it for her sarcoidosis, and man, it will put you out. So yeah, those edibles, there's something up in those.
Yeah, I
stays with you.
didn't know that could happen.
It stays with you, and it just gets stronger and stronger. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
and the thing about the edibles, it doesn't kick in for like an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Oh my God!
But once
Wow.
it got you, it don't let go.
once it kicks in, it's in.
That's not cool because we kind of an instant gratification era now, you know.
Yeah.
Hour from now, you done ate 3 candy bars, right?
Yeah, that's probably how they ended up in the hospital.
Exactly.
Oh my God! Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I heard that story. Also, it was in a story I was telling about myself, probably.
Oh, go ahead.
Because I wouldn't have known. I would not have known.
I thought you said you had a story about yourself and some edibles.
No, I said I'm glad I heard that story, or else I would have been telling it about myself. I like to live through other people's mistakes.
Oh man. So do y'all have? Let me see. I was gonna ask. Okay, it's been glowing. Y'all love Airbnb. It's done a lot for you. And is there any things that you hate about Airbnb? Are there things you hate, you don't like so much?
I have some things that I don't like. Ooh. Like, she's like, I ain't heard.
Getting real.
Go ahead, talk, girl.
So, you know when they leave the bathroom a mess, and I know that I don't have to clean it, but I do feel for my cleaning people. So I don't like when people just disregard your property. Like, I take
Yeah.
that very serious.
Feel
And
violated.
I can get a little over emotional about it, you know. And then I have to realize, okay, it's just a house. It could be clean. Don't worry about it. But I don't like that. And I don't like bad reviews. And I don't like when you don't give me a review. I can't stand when I have to run behind you for a review. But I do it. So I will text. Anne read text message I sent to people who haven't sent me.
Yeah,
gave me a
see,
review.
so gentlemen, typically, if I was writing one of our customers, I'd say, hey, you know, I hope you had a good stay. Please remember to give us a review. No, that's not how Miss Kim writes the message. She says, please be sure to give us a great review. And then there's a comment if you enjoyed our stay. And I'm like, I would never say it that way, but it makes sense. You know, she puts it out there. Please be sure to give us a great review if you liked our stay, because we worked hard. And, you know, so if you really enjoyed everything you've done, give us a great review. So I was kind of shocked that she wrote it like that, but it makes sense.
And this is our source of income.
Yeah, she does put that in there. This is our source of income because, yeah, it's paying for this house. We need it.
That's true.
Oh, one question I did have for you guys, because I know you guys said Expedia and Booking.com. Do you guys use any other listing platforms besides Airbnb?
HomeAway.
HomeAway?
HomeAway.
Now, a question on HomeAway, because you guys said you guys already listed it at a pretty penny on Airbnb. Do you list it way higher on HomeAway, like double the price?
Yeah, and it's
Not double,
but like
just to make up the margin.
Oh,
Yep.
you do?
Yeah, because HomeAway charges more, like you said, so it is higher on HomeAway.
yeah, it's like $50 higher.
Have you tried doubling it?
No.
No,
Does that work?
Oh, yeah. People pay for it. It's an older crowd.
Huh.
so you think they want it? That's why because I don't get a lot of bookings on HomeAway. I do, but I don't get a lot.
Oh, yeah. If you what you want to do is just double your price on there, and you're not going to get a lot, but people are willing to book that at that higher rate because it's more baby boomers on there, and they're willing to pay. Especially that place.
Oh, wow.
Especially that place that holds 30. Oh yeah, that you can get that.
Okay.
Yeah, you could double that.
Put it on HomeAway at a higher price.
Amen.
Thank you. That's another
yeah.
nugget.
Real quick, could you give our fans some tips, some pointers, some little touches you do that makes y'all's Airbnbs unique and makes, something different and like nice touches?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's all Kim. Go ahead, girl.
Okay, so one thing there are several things that I do. So if you tell me that you have children, I get gifts for each child that's coming.
Wow.
And it's up to the age of 15. And you don't have to spend a whole lot of money. It's the thought that counts. But I get things that they can use. And you can find all of those things at like Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, those types of places. But it's really cool things. Like I get coloring books, things that puzzles, things that they could use. And then if they're bringing little babies, I give them the baby wash, the little towel that you wrap the baby in, and some little baby towels, that sort of thing, because it helps the mother. Now, with our bed and breakfast, everybody gets a continental breakfast. And it's really simple. They get regular milk and they get soy milk. They get breakfast muffins or cereal bars, and they get the little individual cereal.
Okay.
And they get oat milk. So that's something they get for each morning, and I give them water. They have assorted coffees, bottled water, and they have assorted coffees and, flavored coffees, that sort of thing. So teas and hot chocolate. So that goes a long way. And then inside the Airbnb is anything you could possibly need. There's every toiletry you can think of, from toothpaste to lotion. I do the body wash, the shampoo, conditioner. They have ibuprofen, Tylenol, baby wipes, feminine products. And so and I know it works because every review that I get, they mention it. They say, this home has thought of everything you could possibly need or want.
Kenyana's when we first started, and I really thought she was going overboard, and I fought her on a lot of stuff, but I let her make those calls. Because each person, if you're doing something in a partnership, you got to know what role it is. So Kenyana's model was just bring a toothbrush. And you could pretty much bring a toothbrush and stay in our Airbnb.
Nice.
Wow, that's interesting. Hey,
Toothpaste. Go ahead.
I was like, wow, I never thought. You guys seem like you're really on top of it, like everything you could possibly think of.
We both try. I mean, we're both in our 40s. We're both career women. We've done the career thing. We've had successful careers. So we apply everything we've learned, and instead of making money for other people, we now take that same passion and dedication that we put in our careers and apply it to our business. So we take it extremely serious, sometimes too serious. I sometimes have to calm myself down and say, it's not a big deal.
But
what we do is on a budget. So when I'm telling you that we have all these things, we even go down to like the cooking oil, say you'll need the salt, pepper, whatever. It's not because we go out and spend all this money.
No, we don't.
No, I have everything budgeted out to how much per person. And so basically I'm not spending over in one sitting like $2 a guest,
Wow.
and $10 a visit. So $10 the visit, depending on how many guests, that's allowed. It's already wrapped in the price of the per night, so that we still end up with our $100, per night. In some cases, it might be $98 that will clear. So,
nice.
And I do all of this, and if you could order in stock, and I want to say this because people don't know, you can go to DollarTree.com and you can order all of your breakfasts, all of your milk, because it's boxed, and so it's forever.
It lasts for over a year.
It lasts for a year. And you can order all this stuff by the case, really cheap, and it's only $4.95 to have it delivered to your property.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it really makes a lot of sense, and people just really appreciate it. We have the washer and dryer. We have washer pods. We had a mother come in. They had traveled, and as soon as she seen we had the washer, she said, "Oh, thank God." She started a load immediately. So it's just little like that. We really try to make it a home, and as much now. One of our units has a kitchenette in it, but even that, we end up running an extra line and put a washer dryer combo in that unit, so that still each unit would have some kind of kitchenette and a washer dryer. The only one that will not be that way is Kem Anne. Kem turned the back porch into a unit as well. So the back porch is now a unit. I got the contractor. I said, give me the smallest bathroom possible. I want it to be an airplane bathroom with a corner shower. So that unit's not open yet. That'll be our last unit on Summit Street with those properties. But even that has a kitchenette. That will not have a washer dryer, but it has access to a laundry door that we put in on that house, knowing that we would be able to let them go use that. So we try to make sure, like we said, you bring a toothbrush, you can stay. If you wash a load or two, you can do that as well.
Man.
And another suggestion is spend money on your beds. But you could go to consignment shops, but I figured out what type, because that's another thing in my reviews. My beds are super comfortable, and I do all white. So I do all the duvets, everything's bleachable, and I wash after every guest. Yeah. Everything.
We've had people tell, "Oh, you don't need to wash your duvets each time. You don't need to wash it." We wash things every time because we do it the way if we want it to stay there how we want it to be.
As far as your comforters, do you use duvet covers?
Yes.
Yeah, I just got into those.
Yeah.
I love them.
They're awesome, right?
Yeah, I love them.
I know I'm getting old when I get excited about duvet covers.
Ooh, you see, there's duvet covers.
Exactly.
I love Bed Bath & Beyond.
I'll send you my link.
Duvet covers.
I don't buy none at Bed Bath & Beyond. I get ideas and I order it cheap on Amazon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we found sheets. She found sheets, believe it or not, Menards, right?
Yeah, Menards. And let me tell you, I bought some. This is how I tested, because I did a whole testing. I'm anal like that. So I tested 3 sets of sheets. I bought some for $29.99 because I wasn't going to pay higher than that. I bought some for $15.99, and I bought some from Menards at $8.99. Do you know that they're all the same thread count, and they all wash the same? And the ones at Menards are still holding up, and it's only been 6 months, and they're always washed. So I went and got everything off of Menards shelf.
We went to 3 Menards stores buying all the stuff.
All the white sheets in the world that I have for $8.99. And then they had a big special that they marked them down to $5.99.
Oh, wow.
So I had one Menards calling the other Menards, so that's the day she's talking about. We went and did the pickup is what I call it.
and these sheets are so nice. We've had people ask where we buy them. We've had a few sheets disappear. I mean,
and the Mexican people that came, we had to point them to Menards to go pick up sheets.
Yeah,
so that they can go back to their home with them.
Awesome.
They shipped them back home. They love them so much.
So I guess Menards is a store over there in Indianapolis, right? We don't have Menards here.
Well, they're online. There you go. Online.
MANARDS or what?
MENARDS.
Okay, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
I've never seen them, but I've heard of them. Okay.
I'm going to check them out.
Yeah, their slogan is like this: "You save big money at Menards."
Wow.
And when you shop their store, they play that jingle the entire time.
Save big money. And you know what? When I got those sheets for $5.99,
We were singing.
jackpot.
Girl, we were
Save
singing.
big money at Menards.
Singing.
Ooh.
We be annoying the hell out of
I
people.
had a
You know, you be
moment.
so happy you just annoy people.
Getting
I
them
had a
some-
moment like my mom when she finds something at Sam's. Like when she finds a Sam's deal, oh my God, shut the store down.
So, as far as furnishing your places, do you buy everything out of the store?
No, we try to use what we got as much as possible. We'll take stuff from neighbors, family, friends, and then we supplement with furniture stores after that. And Audrey's place is what Kem Anne had mentioned earlier. They have a used furniture side of their store, and we got a lot from there. And we've gotten things from Habitat for Humanity. They have a store. So Facebook Marketplace.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. That's my
Facebook
spot.
Marketplace, absolutely.
Yeah, we got turned on to that a little late, but once we got turned on to that, we went there a lot.
Oh,
We
yeah.
found out to leave the appliances alone, though. Buying appliances from Facebook Marketplace, it hasn't always worked out.
Oh, I
And
got a
then,
nice
you know,
fridge from
I'm-
there.
Oh, yeah? We
Yeah.
got the washer-dryer combo we got from there, and it works well, but we got a washer. I forget what else we got from there. It didn't work well or something, but I think after the washer ended up working well,
Yeah,
I
it did
think,
work out for us.
but that dryer we ended up giving
Yeah,
away.
we gave, and that other washing machine and dryer that we got, the first one.
Oh,
Remember, we sold that because it was leaking.
that's true. So, yeah, we haven't it's been about 50-50, I guess, on Facebook Marketplace with appliances.
But Audrey's place here, consignment shops are the best.
Yeah.
Like, they all know me. I'm the bed and breakfast lady. And so then what happens is if you patronize them, they will start to call you when they have things. Like,
Yeah.
they text me stuff.
Yeah.
And, I get excited.
And, even in our decorations, Kem Anne came from Audrey's place with these lamps, and the lamps had outlets in them. So our houses are old. There's not outlets every 6 feet like new houses. So having lamps with outlets on them so people can plug their phone in when they're in bed, I mean, just little touches as much as possible to really make your guests comfortable, we've tried to do.
Awesome. This is so much good info here. I mean, this has been a great, one of the best interviews ever on our show.
Aw.
Coming
And,
Aw, thank
Now I got to watch his other podcast and make sure he don't say that to everybody.
I say that to some of them. I say
Look at me, I'm skeptical. I got issues. I got insecurity
He's
issues.
having a petty bus moment.
I got insecurity issues.
to be honest,
Well, thank you.
there's some
Man,
shows
that's really flattering.
there's some shows I got to chop up and edit, make it look a little more a little more interesting than it was. But this show, I don't have to edit very much. I just boom. I just hit record and let
Amen.
y'all do y'all's thing.
So you don't have to put no background like hallelujah. Anything like that.
You missed your calling. You should have been
Golden
a
moment.
singer. You should have been a singer.
She does sing.
There you-
And let me tell you, I had her entertaining the guests with her ukulele. I was like, "And you're on." She had her whole microphone because she sings. She has a pretty voice, actually.
Nice.
And
nice.
and so she entertains that way.
I'll
Here.
come to you guys' place and sing your song.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars song.
Make us a little impromptu "Live Let Thrive" song if you could.
Oh my God. Okay.
Just sing
Why
something.
not?
Live, let, thrive. So, I don't know. Sing something.
I can be thuggish.
You want a beat? You want to put a beat on it or what?
Why not?
She's wanting you to do that right now, not later.
No, not now. Why not?
Yeah, let's
Sitting
do
there
it.
writing it down like, "Oh, I'm gonna go put this together after this podcast."
No, he's telling her, yeah, lay down a beat. Come on, Kim. No, I
Kim's
don't
gonna
sing,
do
you
it.
do
All
it.
right, go Kim. Lay down a beat.
No, Kim is not doing it. I'm not the
We're
singer.
going to rap and sing. Let's go. Put a beat down.
Boom, 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 boom.
You got to live that thrive. Gonna stay alive. Better live that thrive. Don't be so crazy.
No, you gotta edit that.
I think we just gained 1,000 listeners after that.
I was
that
trying
was-
to work in a beehive somehow. I couldn't think of.
Live, Let Thrive Beehive. There you go.
Guys, say, let's thrive.
We just gained 1,000 listeners after that.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you.
Be sure to tell your listeners, liveletthrive.com. Hit us up.
Yeah, and what we'll
liveletthrive.com.
yeah.
Hit them up. You
So-
want to live, you want to thrive, live, let thrive.
Boom.
I love it.
And what we'll do is we'll actually under the show notes for this episode, we'll point everybody to your Kem and Anne live show. Also, send us your Airbnbs, and that's free advertisement. We will put them on our website and on our show and our podcast notes.
And we will do the same, gentlemen. We love this podcast. I'm going to definitely play it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Share it.
Kem and Anne.
That is Kem and Anne.
The best in the land.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Indianapolis.
there you go. Rub it out.
Oh, right. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being on our
Amen.
show. Thank you so much.
Thank
And we will
Thank you for having us.
we'll definitely have y'all back in the future. You know, we want to.
Yeah, because once you guys are big on TV, don't forget about us little live let thrivers. You know?
Right. We're going to live, let thrive.
In a beehive.
Wrote a song about it like the here you go.
Here you go. Oh, Lord.
There's two guys on the podcast. Haven't seen them again. Yeah.
Oh. And she's sipping on
That really is Gatorade and water, guys. Just so you know, this is not
Okay,
alcohol.
sure. We believe you.
Gatorade and water.
That water
Right.
smells funny.
No, exactly.
You don't even want to see me drunk.
She got that water from California. She put some of your crop in it.
Yeah.
No,
Cali
it's not
crops.
infused. Well, thank you so much,
We got crop
gentlemen.
water.
Clowning on me. You know I got insecurity issues.
Right. Well, thank y'all so
Y'all
much for
funny.
being on the show. We look forward to talking to y'all again. And, yeah,
Absolutely.
we'll holler
All
at y'all
right,
later.
So much.
Live, let, and thrive. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Live, Let, Thrive. Be sure to tune in next week for all the latest in the world of Airbnb and all that entails. Bye-bye.
You gotta live that thrive. Gonna stay alive. Better live that thrive. Don't be so crazy. No. You gotta edit that.
I think we just gained 1,000 listeners after that.